Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryan Eastman. It seems like we haven't gone very far. We're still here in Winnipeg, home of the 2021-2022 champions. Just wrapping up the drafty combine. Here for game one tonight, we're going to get to see 24 Furs take the court, have an opportunity to give a little sneak peek of what is yet to come in their uh, beginnings of what hopefully will be a very long career for all of them. Joining me in the booth tonight is Christopher Whalen. How you doing, Christopher?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you today?
I'm doing good, doing good. I'm excited to see the rookies, what they can put up here. These games are always a bit of a mixed bag. You throw together a bunch of uh, players on the cusp of beginning their professional careers. Some of them transitioning from a European professional career to the FBA, and you get to see a mixed bag of personalities try and mesh in an often messy outcome.
Oh yeah, it's like college ball over again. Only this time, there's millions of dollars at stake.
Yes, and anything you want to talk about before we head down to the court?
During the playoffs, I kind of mentioned a little bit that this moment right here, this first look at all these draftees, is really my favorite time of the the FBA cyclical year, if you will. There's so much potential. There's so much hope in this room. You can feel it in the crowd. You can feel it in the draftees. A couple of us have had a chance to talk to some of the draftees before the game, and there everyone is just has that nervous energy, that nervous excitement that you really can't find many other places.
Yeah, and uh, the situation obviously with a lot of these players, this is their kind of last opportunity to really, you know, show what they can do in a game environment, this kind of last hurrah before the FBA draft to potentially move themselves up the board. None of them want to obviously end up sliding back. The difference between being a lottery pick and being a non-lottery pick is $2 million over the course of their first 2 years, which is a life-changing amount of money for a lot of these players.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that much money in one place one time. So these players know what's at stake here. They know what they're going for, and honestly, the you mentioned that this is kind of the last glance at some of these players. It's really also kind of the first glance that we get to see how they work in a live setting. Um, a lot of these players did very well in the combine, but you can be great at um, doing sprints. You can be great at some of these skill drills, but really, it's how they translate onto the court is really the most important. And we always see a couple of diamonds in the rough during these games. You go, oh, okay, that's why they're being considered for a top spot here in the draft. I didn't see it in the combine drills, but now that they're out on the court, you can really, for some of these players, it's really a chance to show where they shine.
Yeah, and speaking of, the players are heading down to the court now, so let's cut on down to the Voyagers arena.
You mentioned it seems like we were just here. I never left.
You've been here for the past couple months, just camping out.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I've got a little like a cot set up in the reporter's booth here.
Well, definitely a bit of an interesting grouping first coming out. I think the big pair to keep an eye on, and they'll have a benefit of having played together in college together, is Marshall Tererga and Astrid Victorson.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing too is you always get a couple of players in these games that have familiarity with each other, and it's interesting to see how they work together versus working with people they've never really met.
Yeah, well, the Orca is the one to get the first basket going for the elites in red. North Star came so close to winning the championship, fell just short. It's Chet. We'll get it going for the Stars with the basket off the glass. Speaking of, Victorson for three beyond the arc is good. Coming out from the Sabertooth there. She had a very, very strong combine. Some concerns, though, at her playing small forward given her size. At 6'4", she's definitely on the shorter end. It's more the concern of her weight at 147, weighing at the combine. A very lanky Tiger might have some difficulty matching up against some of the furs at the professional level.
Yeah, well, that's why this game is so telling you. At least during this game, you've got people who are kind of your same age, mostly kind of your, just starting out. Once you get on the court in a real game here, she's going to figure out how not to get pushed around by people who are 50, 100 pounds heavier than her and maybe 6 to 10 inches taller.
Yeah, and not just that, being outweighed by, a significant amount, but she does bring the speed, which is what she needs to use to her advantage. We see the elites an opportunity to extend their lead there. Going to dish it to the Orca, top of the free throw line, no good. Rav got to bring the ball to the court. The bat driving to the basket, gets an open lane, elevates for the dunk. Qatar getting the Stars the lead. Great play, driving all the way into the paint by the defenders, and now on defense, not able to stop. I believe that was Kincaid laying it up and in.
See, both these teams are struggling with trying to get their defense going. Very, very quick-paced game here in the first.
And you have to wonder how much the combine, whether or not some leftover fatigue, trying not to be too aggressive as well on defense. There are some. There's nothing worse than if you injure yourself in a game you aren't even being paid to play yet. That could severely affect your draft status.
Didn't we have a player who did that a couple years ago? I'm trying to rack my brain here.
We had a top 24 player who unfortunately had to sit out due to an injury.
That's it. Yeah.
I believe the name is on the tip of my tongue. I think he plays for Edmonton, or he played for Edmonton for a little while.
I'm drawing a blank, and we don't have the interns here at this game to pull up that information for us this time around.
Yeah, they are barely paying us to be here tonight.
You're getting paid to be here tonight?
Oh, they have to pay me.
They just gave me a 6-pack of beer and said, "Here, hope this will do it."
Well, that sounds like you need to talk to your agent.
It's not an endorsement, by the way.
As you see Blake bringing the ball up the court after stripping it. Stars starting to drop down a little bit. Good matchup for Rav, but no, stripped by Kincaid, the cow, able to swipe it from the bat's paws there. Well, you know what, Christopher, I'll buy you another 6-pack. I'll double your salary tonight.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I think they took the me staying here for a couple months out of my pay.
They paid for your housing?
Yeah.
And Evans missing the first shot, gets his own miss and cleans it up.
Those plays that are important.
Oh yeah, definitely needing to attack the basket. Very young player, but able to get it done. Qatar, back to Evans. Evans driving to the paint. Not able to get it, but Chet Mandival is there to clean it up.
There's a name we're all familiar with.
Again, Mandeville, I can't speak tonight at all, but that's nothing new here.
Well, it wouldn't be a drafty game if you got all the names right.
Oh yes, I gotta learn all the names. I mean, this is my practice leading up before the draft. As we saw, Evans just losing a little bit of court awareness there, stepped on the line. The Stars have picked up the pace here, and speaking of, the Elites will immediately call a timeout, though.
Kind of want to shut that down before it escalates into something more.
Yeah, and maybe want to switch out some of the players. Like I said, they are going to be running on a fairly even time distribution here tonight. All players will be aimed to receive about 40 minutes on the court. Obviously, they can't control dead ball situations, but the 10 starters tonight for the first game, will be on the deep bench for the second game. So we'll see a lot less of them. Really, one chance to stand out here is Acosta dunking it down. Rav. Oh, splitting the defense in two. Laying it up and in with the finger roll.
I always look at these games as an opportunity for defensive players to really show what they have, because you have so few people focusing on defense. You know, if you're one of these young athletes, you have to find that niche and be like, okay, I see that a lot of my teammates are scoring a lot of points. I can use this as an opportunity to show off some of my other skills. And it takes about 2 quarters for the draftees to realize that, I think, usually.
Well, not just that, but the combine defense is one of those things that are not easily measured by stats on a stat sheet or in some kind of physical trial that you could do at the combine. I mean, it's similar with passing, but it's it takes a good eye to be able to pick up on how impactful a player can be on defense. Just because they're not racking up the blocks does not mean that they are not having an impact on the opponent's shot-making ability. A paw in the face is just as effective as a deterrent from shooting as blocking the ball.
So what you're saying is a good defense is an even better pre-defense.
Yes. We see Kincaid racking up another basket in the paint. That's 8 for her tonight so far. So we see both teams have made some substitutions. Barn, top of the arc. Difficult shot there as the shot clock was starting to wind down. That's another problem these players are going to face is, an alley-oop to Dukes there. Not a dunk, but a layup. I was about to say that chemistry and lack of pre-established plays were going to be a problem for these teams, but a quick play like that does not need to be drawn up. That's just good old street ball there. Victorson. Passing it off to Hoskett. Laying it up and in, but no good. Dukes getting the rebound and a second chance opportunity converted there. And the Elite's almost up by 10 here. Stars need to start answering back. Christopher, how much of a concern is it for some players, are the nerves of, okay, maybe I shouldn't shoot the ball here tonight if I don't really have a great look. I can't afford to look to have a negative impact on their draft stock, quote unquote, from a poor performance.
Well, I think I think it's sort of that very thin line between taking good looks and maybe just not making them, and being too tentative to take those shots. If you miss one or two, but you're consistently hitting, taking those risks can actually help you. When being considered. Oh my gosh. Uh,
It was a little distracting. Evans there with the steal and managed to win the foot race and lay it up and in. So good effort there. Speaking of,
those are the things you only see in a rookie combine. You never see that in a full blown game. That the ball would not roll to half court down.
now, and like I said, a foot race like that. And, oh, Kincaid wide open and a hard foul there coming out from the ribbon seal. Zuri with her second now. We'll see both teams making some substitutions. And I agree. I think players, they need to show smart shot selection more than having a successful night. As there we get a great dish. Hopkins down to Valero, I believe, for the dunk.
And yeah, this game is not about winning. And that's a hard mindset for a lot of these players to wrap their heads around. Um, it's about showing off your skills, not necessarily, you know, having your team be the best, but show that you can work within that team.
I mean, winning is nice too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So see another trip to the line. This time the Stars getting an opportunity to score from the charity stripe.
It's always interesting to see how these players deal with being switched up into different teams after this game. You're starting to see a little bit of that cohesion form. A lot of these players are now going to be facing each other um, in the next game.
Oh, tough there coming out from McField. 2 missed free throws. Not something he can afford to do at the professional level. It's Dukes. Another offensive rebound and putback there.
Yeah, despite what I just said about, like not necessarily making baskets, if it's a free throw, you got it. You have to get all those points from the charity stripe. You're not doing yourself any favors if you're missing those.
College gives a bit more leeway in missing those opportunities, but at the professional level, I mean, you start to they'll exploit you if you can't hit your free throws. They'd rather send you to the charity stripe, watch you miss, than give away free baskets, and you can't show that kind of weakness at the FBA level.
Well, and that's also a really good way for the opposite. If you show that you're solid at the free throw line, that might be enough to get you in a higher spot on the bench because they can at least rely on you for that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you a very dangerous end of game player, as we see Hopkins laying it up and in. A player that they avoid fouling in those final minutes of the game, and Hopkins getting called for the blocking foul there. She's not happy with that.
One of the younger players here.
Yes, one of the players that has some professional experience over in the FBL. I said not the only one, but definitely being able to hopefully leverage that experience when transitioning to the FBA.
When you can see, I mean, you just saw right there, her aggressive play style is very kind of has helped with that transition, maybe making her a little bit more competitive here in the FBA, where her age might be considered a factor.
Not only age, but size. She's one of the 2 players in this draft. We have Aurora Hopkins at 5'1", and Fortuna at 5 foot. 2 top 24 players who uh, people have obviously made comparisons to some shorties of prior FBA, like Lance Wildfire, but even then, I think Lance stood at 5'7".
Well, he started league at 5'4", um, and had a super helpful growth spurt, uh, which I think really coincided right around the time when he left Albany and headed out towards Arizona way.
Well, Santa Fe way back when he joined, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I know the team has had a bit of a ring around the state as of late, but
He just want the whole state of Arizona to get to experience the FBA. uh, you know, every couple of years, let's pick up and move somewhere else.
I mean that's a very expensive stadium expenditures. But nonetheless, again, two players that we'll have to see how they can stack up in the FBA. A lot of these players have been able to survive in their ecosystems that they are coming from, but the FBA can be a bit of a different beast. To have to make adjustments and change up your play style in order to make it work. So we see Hopkins getting the three wide open. That was all thanks to Bivens backing down in the post. The Red Panda getting the cat wide open from beyond the arc.
Those are the kinds of plays that the coaches are looking forward to see if you can make those plays under pressure.
Well, and not just that, but kudos to Bivens there with the great court vision to see that, hey, the defender's cheating off of Aurora and leaving her open. So I'm going to dish it back out to the open first. Sure, I'm not going to get the basket, but that assist is almost worth more than the basket itself.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you don't often see that kind of awareness from forwards. That's usually more guards that have that sort of full court awareness. So it's it really says a lot for Bivens in this case.
Yeah, I think of Kadane when I think of bigs, with good passing and court awareness. He played a big factor in that Bangor title run. You see a lot of missed shots, second chance opportunities, no good, but Stimley, with a little crossover, not able to make it work. Stars are back in it, down by 7. Lee. The turnaround jumper is good. Bit of a difficult shot selection there, but it did generate a bit of space for him.
You mentioned the sort of this ecosystem of the FBA. A lot of these players were big fish in small ponds, and even in college, like even when you're looking at the FCAA tournament, none of that compares to the ocean that is the FBA. And a lot of these kind of larger predators in a smaller setting are now, realizing that maybe there's a little bit more work to do.
Yeah, I mean, right now these players are considered to be the top 24 of this draft. That's not to say that they're not. Ooh, good fadeaway there from Bivens, I believe. The top 24 players of this draft, obviously, there are a number of players who could easily outdevelop any of these, as we see a great alley-oop there. But this opportunity is very rare to be able to play with this much talent on the floor. And then for these players to realize that, hey, if I thought these guys are good, I'm about to enter a league with almost head and shoulders higher levels. That mental toughness has to be there for these rookies.
Right. Well, they've that talent is league wide, but really what these rookies don't have is that experience to hone that talent. A lot of what we're seeing here is that raw talent, that sort of ready for the world stage skills there, and nice little put in
Well, both teams have kept up the scoring here tonight. Neither of them have really slowed down or on track to break 50 here before the first half comes to a close.
I mean, what it comes down to is that in the FBA, it's not there's a there is a basement level of talent that all of these players exhibit. It's how you rise up from that sort of even talent pool to make yourself more visible.
Well, hitting a 3 there is definitely the way to do it. Stars back in it, down by 4. Shuggy drives to the paint, gets the basket over the bat, wasn't able to give enough of a defensive effort there, just trying to go for a bit of a block / screen. Ooh, another great one there coming out from Rav.
Rav being another one of those players coming from the European area. Don't think they have any EFBL experience.
No, I do not believe so. The only other player I really see, obviously, Mandeville coming out of the D League, which is, I mean, semi-professional.
Right.
Stars chance to whittle this down to one position game. Quick pass down to Clemens, but no, Clemens loses the ball on the way up. I believe that's a block there coming out from a bit of an unlikely source, considering who he was matched up against. Shot clock starting to wind down though, driving to the paint and able to make the basket still despite the awkward shooting.
Is that Marchese there? Marchese?
Yes.
You and I are both going to butcher these names for the next 2 months. Let's be honest.
Very much so. Again, another basket. That's 9 now from Qatar.
Flying Fox proving that you don't need that EFBL experience to compete with the rest of the draftees here tonight.
As we see, Orca matched up against the Cheetah, not able to get the second chance opportunity. Alley-oop to Bibbins is good! From beyond the arc, Rav tossed it up for the Red Panda there. Marchese over to the Orca. Back to Marchese, had a good head of steam into the paint and off the glass, kissed it in. Qatar driving to the paint, and they got an open lane and able to lay it in off the fingertips. I thought they were going to go for a dunk there, but went with a little bit of a smooth finish in the end. Tie game. I did not expect that to happen after a bit of a slow start the Stars had, but here we are just shy of 50 as it's going to be Victorson to break 50 first. The Elites crowd excited for that.
Some of our fans mentioning that Aurora is 5'1", Marchese is 5'0", so some of the shortest people here that we've seen in the FBA in quite some time.
Oh yeah, like I said, they going to have their own unique challenges they will be facing in this league, and it's going to be up to them to find ways to have their impact on the court despite their size. because we've definitely seen a few players step up, and Blake, the point guard, diving to the basket and dunking it down. I mean, I think of current shorties in the FBA, Lady Black comes to mind. I mean, a couple others under 6 feet, but really Lady Black is the current one that, I think of being of a similar stature and having a big impact on their team. I mean, Tay McFlee, or McNee, he retired before I even started broadcasting. That he is the other shorty I think of. Evar.
Yeah, there were a couple others, but not. I mean, not a lot. Not many come to mind. Like you said, being short in the FBA really has its challenges.
Especially in the level of physicality. I mean, you're running into a brick wall. You can't necessarily expect to walk away without some bumps and bruises. We see an alley-oop to Dukes again. The Ferret Otter hybrid elevating there and dunking it down, showing off a bit here.
Duke's really, one of the few players really kind of making themselves a beacon for their team here in late in the second quarter.
Yeah, Bivens, I think on the other side has been the standout. I mean, so many baskets coming away from the Red Panda. Ooh, the quick layup and in there from Astrid. The Sabretooth showing her speed and what she's able to accomplish. See Varney up against Dukes, not able to convert though. Quick pass down to Shuggy in the paint. Able to get it over the defender. And the Elites starting to catch a bit of momentum here. The final minute of the half coming to a close. Not able to convert once again. Kincaid was really strong in the first quarter. Been a bit quiet this past 12 minutes. Obviously, she had a bit of a break on the bench. There's Akusta. Shot clock up against his back, but able to lay it up and in. Kevin Bear.
Another one of those international players coming in for this this draft class.
Yep, and they're just going to burn down the clock here. Oh, the Seal's going to take the final shot. Not able to convert the three-pointer, though, as Astrid will take the half-court heave and no good.
It's going to laugh if that went in.
I mean, it would have been hilarious if it went in. I know some players like to practice those shots just in case they have an opportunity to make one of those baskets. But that is the first half coming to a close. The Elites up by 5, 59 to 54. 24 minutes left to go in this game one.
Yep, and then another 48 minutes after that. A lot of basketball still to play tonight.
You have to imagine the players that are, not necessarily starting tonight are going to keep that in the back of their mind that, they will be needing to start. This can't really be where they burn all their energy. Last thing they can afford is to run out of gas in the game that's meant to showcase them.
Tell that to Bivens.
I mean, Bivens has been lighting it up. Coming off the bench.
And Hopkins, too, coming off the bench. Pretty hot.
As we dive into the stats, as I mentioned, Astrid, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Shuggy, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Akusta, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. A lot of ball share, because you see 5 baskets between each of those 3. Kincaid being the only one to really stand out with a significant volume of shots at 10, but has made 6 of them. So she's put up 14 points already. Tariga, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Dukes, perfect from the floor, 4 for 4. And again, another player coming off the bench. Might not see too much of him in the rest of the game, as he'll surely want to rest for his actual start in game 2. Davenport, 4 points, 1 rebound. Latrell, 4 points, 1 rebound. Mads Rindal, just a rebound. Marchese, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Patterson, rebound, assist, and a steal. Lee, 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. And then hopping on over to the Stars. Evans, 3 for 5, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. Qatar, 6 for 7, 13 points already for the Bat. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Mandeville, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 for 4 from the field. Clemens, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Varney, 2 points, 1 assist. 1 for 10 from the field, not having so hot of a showing tonight. And there's Bivens coming off the bench. 12 points, a perfect 6 for 6 here tonight. Again, a player we may not see a lot of in the second half, as surely he'll want to be rested up for his second game here tonight. Hopkins, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Stimley, oh, good Lord, these names are going to kill me by the end of the night. 4 points, 2 rebounds. Maria Davenport, 3 points, 1 assist. Valero, 2 points, 1 rebound. And we are diving into the second half here. Qatar was a main factor of the scoring in the first half and tries to get it going here in the second. No good on that basket.
That's a rough roll right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a second miss. Keep in mind, is Astor trying to lay it up and in, no good. Evans with the ball. Over to Varney. She's had a bit of a rough showing here tonight, but then alley-oop to Clemens, and oh my Lord, the Cheetah was left scoreless in the first half, but comes out strong there with the alley-oop from the Seal.
And there, there's an example of okay, maybe the Seal's not looking too warm on shooting tonight. Where can she kind of like show off some of her other skills here?
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of her challenges is adjusting. Obviously, she's not the fastest for on the court, and the physicality and speed at every increase of level, that's a hurdle she's going to have to overcome. She obviously has been trying to use her bigger body to challenge down low in the post. It just hasn't worked out here tonight. It's Evans trying to do some solo. Back to Varney, over to Chet. Back to Evans. Shot clock starting to become a problem. They're going to give it to Rav in the post. Fading away off the glass is good. Continuing to put up buckets here tonight.
There's almost traveling violation there.
You don't call traveling at the FBA. What are you talking about? Kincaid with the double clutch. Laying it up and in, answering back. For real, I'm pretty sure the refs don't even know what the traveling rule is in the rule book.
We have such a variety of species that it's so hard to...
You're telling me Kitty is always traveling? He touches the ball and he's traveling. Alley-oop attempt. Tapped in. I can't tell who actually had their paw, and I think they're going to give it to Kincaid.
Yep, exactly.
I think Clemens may have gotten a little bit of a claw on it himself, but I think in the end they're just going to say that Kincaid got in. Clemens will answer back on the other end at least. Stars only down by 2 here.
Kincaid doing a lot of talk, a lot of smack talk. I'm hearing to some of the other draftees. It's kind of fun to see her put her money where her mouth is, though.
Oh, well, that can be a double-edged sword if she gets blocked there. I mean, she's definitely been having a night. Already 20 points, matching Rav on the Stars in terms of scoring production. As Blake, isolation, driving to the free throw line, is able to convert, getting it done on his own, tying the game back up at 65 apiece.
Starting to show why they call him point guard. It's not always going to fly here in the FBA, but again, if you can back up that, reputation, if you can back up put your money where your mouth is, you'll do well in this league.
Yeah, and as they pass around, made some substitutions with that timeout. Blocked there. I think that was Mandeville that came away with the tip. As Aurora going to take it up to court. Over 2 defenders battling for the offensive board. No good. The Orca in the end will pull it down. Luttrell able to lay it up and in.
With Hopkins, those are the plays you still want to see, though. You're okay, so you don't necessarily complete the play, but you get in the right position, and then you work on that in drills. Make sure that you can get that completion there.
Still a great shooting percentage for both teams here tonight, above 50%. We've seen the 3-ball come into play and a lot of good post play as well, as I believe Mandeville there. Not able to get a paw on it, but enough pressure to impact that shot. Ooh, stripped there. That was Davenport that came away with the tip and gonna drive it up, turning around, facing away from the basket, able to do a bit of a circus shot there and make it work. Hopkins with the ball at the top of the arc. Threading the defense, giving it to Mandeville. Fouled on his way up, will go the line for 2.
Get another miss for your first shot. It's rough.
Yeah, second opportunity here. And good there. 6 minutes, some change left to go in this third quarter. FBA fans certainly enjoying this high-scoring game from the rookies. Some years they have a bit of trouble meshing well together and getting the baskets to fall, but none of that here tonight.
This looks like a good old-fashioned All-Star Week game almost.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a bunch of alley-oops coming out from both teams as Mandeville laying it up and in. Great dish down low in the post. And there we go.
Mandeville isn't flashy.
Yeah, well, the Orca hasn't had a lot of buckets here tonight, but she is gonna slam it down when given the opportunity. And oh, Mandeville wants to answer back right away. Bit of a battle between the two going on right now in the post.
And that's what I was talking about earlier today. You're starting to see a shift in the dynamic of the game here. Got some players that you're kind of figuring it out, who your playmakers are, who to look out for on the other team, and that sort of satellite play that we're seeing out in the perimeter is moving in closer to the basket.
Yeah, because I think we're going to see Aurora with a 3 opportunity here. Shot clock winding down, far beyond the arc, just not able to tie it up there. Lee, quick pass to the Orca, and she's going to drive her way to the basket. No one able to get in her way and just dunking it down. Sorry, he was able to dunk it down.
Yeah.
I've lost my mind. It's okay. Block there. Patterson would collect it. Lee with the ball on the arc. Good matchup down low in the post if he can get it down to Patterson, but no. Gonna pull it out, going for a 3 and able to convert it.
Desperation 3, but hey, what in?
I mean, desperation at least had a good setup for it as Mandeville just wants to immediately answer back. He is picking it up in the second half here. As Davenport, she got it done from beyond the arc, now getting it down low in the post. Of course, they dish it to Mandeville. Give it to the hot paw if he's calling for it. One on one. Oh, not able to work though on that opportunity. Patterson over to Lee for 3 from the left is good. The Elites are starting to build up a lead once again off of those 3s.
I'm not surprised that the Stars are calling a timeout here.
Oh yeah, you also saw the players kind of lining up on the check-in area. They're due their they come back in. A lot of the bench players, they need to start resting the next 14 minutes of the game. Get ready for their starting opportunity. But still see a few of them out there. Still have a few minutes left on their rotation before they get a break.
Yeah.
Lario. Quick dish up to Davenport. Slowing it down a little bit here. Got a good bit of separation from their defender, but not able to convert. And now it's all about transition defense, and Mads able to get the bucket. Quick bucket in transition. Defense wasn't there in time. Over to Stimley. Calling for the screen, driving to the basket, giving it to McField, not able to convert though. The Elites are starting to run away as Mad steps into the 3, and thankfully the bleeding has stopped. Things could have gone from bad to worse there if that had fallen, but not able to answer. The Stars, it doesn't matter if the Elites miss every bucket from now to the end of the game. You have to at least make a few yourself.
I mean, the Stars have to align for them to win.
I might be deducting 3 of those beers from your salary.
It's okay. You're going to need them by the end of the evening.
Yes. Either way,
sorry for those of you I blew whose eardrums I blew out there.
Either way, a minute and some change left in this third quarter. The Stars probably want to get this back to a single-digit game if possible. As Evans fading away, no good. Dukes will put out the board. The ball stripped though. Bivens. Quick pass up to Maria. Maria to Rav. Rav, can you get something going again? No, not able to. And missed opportunity there for the Stars to get back into it. Astrid in transition able to make that 3 work. That's such a blow for the Stars, and Rav not able to make a 3 to answer back. Down by 16 now. Just driving to the basket. Astrid, no issues weaving her way between the defenders to lay it up and in with the finger roll. Rav able to make it off the glass with 1.2 seconds left to go. That will end the third quarter. The Elites find themselves up by 16 here going into the fourth quarter. So with 12 minutes left to go, what should both teams be looking to show to the scouts and the GMs here?
You know, I think people kind of already have a good idea now of at least, you know, the starters for this game can do. I think you really want to try to you I'm all about mixed metaphors here. You've built that cake of showing what your player can do. Now everything on top of this is just icing at this point. You really want to make sure that when you're making when you're taking those shots, excuse me, that you're making those shots. If you're going for a steal, make sure that you end up with the ball. You know, we're especially here in the fourth quarter, we're looking for clean plays. You've taken those risks to show that you're not afraid of taking them. You've made those plays with other people on your team to show that you're a team player. Now it's all about kind of solidifying your own highlight reel, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing is do not make stupid shots. You can have a terrible night shooting, but if you took open shots that you know is within your range, scouts are going to look and go, okay, tonight was a bad night, but this player, you know, they didn't panic. They just kept taking the shot that they know how to shoot. McField, quick transition there. Right there, the Elites bench has stepped up here. Cade, I guess wanting to bookend this game, had a great first quarter, starting to show up here in the fourth. Rav trying to get it done, but the defense is starting to collapse on him when he drives to the paint like that.
You know, we talk about your teammates seeing who to get the ball to this late in the game. Your opponents also are looking out for those people. So now you have to find these other opportunities. You know, those high scorers in the second and third quarter are now getting double teamed, or in some cases triple teamed. So this could be an opportunity for someone who hasn't had a great game in terms of showcasing their shooting talents to really step up now and sort of be a fourth quarter dark horse, as it were.
And we saw a great alley-oop there to McField from Valerio. And again, some nice highlight reel opportunities for these players still with 9 minutes left to go. Obviously, they still have another game to play, but some of these players we won't get to see all that much. As Dukes lays up and in. As we saw the field goal percentage, the Elites have not slowed down. It's been the Stars starting to struggle, shooting below 50%, that caused this gap to be created. So call a quick timeout here. Probably make some substitution just to get the last changeover for the game. Rav giving the ball to the Cheetah. Back over to Mandeville, who has been on fire. Hopefully he'll continue that off the bench, give the Stars a little bit of a late game surge, but it's going to be Evans that does that, actually. The good boy driving the paint and laying it up, and that's his 14th point here tonight.
Evans almost lost it there, but came back and put it in.
Yeah, well, Kincaid just wants to answer back, just show him how it's actually supposed to be done.
This is kind of the Stars' last chance to really kind of bring up that differential here. The Elites are not having it, though.
Yeah, well, block there. Again, tough night coming out from Varney and Kincaid. The Cow wanting to put on a scoring clinic here tonight. Varney calling for the screen. Dish down to the post, and that will be a foul by Marshall. He'll send Clemens to the line for an and one opportunity. But no good there.
I think the free throws tonight have been, 30%?
It has not been good for both teams, I feel like. And that might be an area of concern for teams as they want their players to develop. And great step jab in and a step back from Rav there, creating so much space. And Evans with the steal. One-on-one fast break opportunity, the bat, laying it up and in, finger roll. That's 4 quick points coming out from the Stars. Six and a half minutes left to go. Alley-oop to Kusta. Both teams with the flair tonight. Down to Clemens in the post. Fighting up against Marshall, the Cheetah lays it up and in. Back within 12. Still a lot of work to do if the Stars want to get back in this.
Stars are shooting 19 for 35 in the second half here.
Evans with the ball. Good fast break opportunity. Giving it to Chet. Dunking it down. Good heads-up play from Evans there to see the defense cheating over and leaving Mandeville wide open. And the 3 comes out at a critical moment. The Stars were on a 10-2 run. Ball taken over by this Elite. Kincaid, top of the shooting arc. Again, insane shooting tonight from her. Alley-oop to Clemens. No dunk there, just dropping it in. The Cheetah. That's his 10th point. He's matched up well against Marshall tonight. Marshall putting up 8 points as well.
I think the Stars are just going to be happy if they see double digits by the end of the game. Or triple digits.
I must say, they've seen double digits before. I mean, to be fair, I think every player will be happy to see double digits point-wise.
That's fair.
But you see right there, the Stars have picked up the field goal percentage. Now it is starting to become a factor of those threes and the free throws being a hurt along with the turnovers. A battle for the ball down the post, and a little chippy down there. Jump ball will go the way of the Elites.
Again, not something you normally see in an FBA game. It's
Yeah, usually they don't hold on to the ball long enough to get a jump ball situation. Is Astrid laying it up and in. 4 minutes left to go. Rav gets a bit of a breakaway there, but Marshall will clean up the miss. Astrid, alley-oop to Kusta. Fast transition there.
that's going to be something to show on the highlight reel for tonight.
Yeah. Zerny laying it up and in over the taller defender, and that is an area she can excel at with her body, being able to bully even bigger furs down low in the post. It's just going to be a question of leveraging that. As we will go to the line for an and one opportunity, and Rav's not happy with that call.
I can't imagine why.
Astrid is good there. 20 points now with 3 minutes left to go. And I think at this point, like I said, it's just don't do anything stupid like, punching your opponent to end this game. You don't want to go into the your rookie year already under suspension.
Yeah. What was your claim to fame? Oh, I got a technical in the rookie combine. You did what?
That flagrant 2. I got a $10,000 fine before I even had my first contract. Rav on the perimeter. Giving it to Mandeville off the glass is good. There you go. Christopher, they broke the triple-digit mark.
There we go. The Elites have gotten 20 more points in that time, but hey, it's all good.
Marshall able to lay it up and in over the Cheetah. That's their 12th point now.
And I think some of these stars at this point are, like you said, they're kind of looking forward to game 2. They might be holding back a little bit. They're they know in 2 minutes can be a fresh slate.
Shot from the Winnipeg logo, no good. The Elites have to see if they decide to keep their foot on the gas or if they're happy with what they've shown tonight. Ooh, ball tipped by Clemens there, trying to force the ball down low in the post, and now it's going to be Rav off the glass. No good. The defense was right there. And that might be a good indicator if they should slow down. You don't want to throw away silly turnovers like that, trying to thread the passing lane through the post. A lot of active pause down there.
But I mean, on the flip side, Qatar has been really hot all evening long.
Yeah, and I mean, was meaning more so from the elite side with that turnover on the previous possession. But Astrid for me on the arc is good. She's definitely showing her range here tonight. Qatar calling for the screen, has a good breakaway. Oh, the bat is going to elevate, using his speed off the screen to beat Marshall to the post. And that might be the bookend for his game tonight, is that dunk there.
Flying Fox's draft stock is definitely going up after this game.
Yeah, well, final possession of the game, I'd have to imagine. We're going to see Zerny dishing over to Mandeville. Off the glass is good. Unless the Elites throw up a half-court heave, they will at least in this game up by 19. And that ends game one of the rookie combine. And right there, and oh, Ashford putting up 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Acosta 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Hoskett 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Say, despite the fact that Kincaid put up so many points, they spread the ball really well between all of them here tonight. Marshall Tiraga, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And yes, Kincaid, 30 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists and a steal. Um, absolutely putting up a scoring clinic.
You know, if
Davenport,
we handed out MVPs for this game, she'd definitely get it.
yeah. Davenport putting over 10 points up, as was Latrell over 10 points. Dukes over 10 points again. Uh, Vast majority of the players putting up at least 10 points here. I mean, obviously, once we start getting into the players who didn't have a lot of opportunities who will be starting game two, they did not, like Mads only putting up 2 points. Patterson, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Didn't take a shot, but, those other stat categories are important. Lee, 5 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Marchesi, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And diving on over to the Stars, it was Qatar that really stepped up, as did Mandeville, both putting up over 20 points. Evans, 14 points himself, 7 for 10 from the field. Good shooting, along with steals and a couple assists and rebounds to go together. Like I said, Mandeville, 7 rebounds to go along with those 21 points. Varney, 9 assists. Struggled a bit scoring, but was getting the ball around very well to the open Furs to convert those points.
Another example of, like, you're cold shooting, and so let's get it to the people who need it.
Yeah, who the people who have a hot paw right now. Clemens, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Stimley, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Aridi, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a block. Bivens off the bench. A perfect 6 for 6, so 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Have to keep an eye out how he does in this next game if he can continue his hot paw.
Impressive for the Red Panda there.
Yes, McField, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Valerio, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks as well. Good defensive showing. Hopkins, 6 assists, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Again, another player, 6 assists in only 13 minutes is a lot of heads-up ball play. Davenport obviously hit that 1-3, a rebound and an assist. And with that, that comes to an end of game one. Your takeaways, Christopher?
I am excited. I don't think we've had. You mentioned this. We don't always have such high scoring games here in the rookie combine, and it really speaks to just how hungry these players are for attention, for making sure that they are being seen. And I think we're only going to just see that continue through the next game.
Yeah, it's a great game one in the books. Uh, Heck of an offensive showing from both teams. They both finished above 55% from the field. And besides the free throw struggles from the Stars, I think overall a great night for both teams. And I'm looking forward to see what the bench from both teams will do in game two. Any final thoughts, Christopher, before we take a short break?
Other than the fact that I'm out of beer,
Yeah, I took away
yeah,
one for every pun.
yeah, and I'm running dry
You're going to
here.
owe me beer soon.
I always owe you beer. So yeah, I mean, this has been a great start to this event tonight. The It's interesting to see kind of some of these standout players who, again, you don't necessarily see them in the stats for the trials for the combine. We've had a couple of surprises already in this first game. Couple playing people playing really hot off the bench, some people kind of being breakout playmakers in this first game, and I'm I'm always fascinated to see how that shakes out for those players in the second game if they continue through that, or if you're suddenly teammates with someone you were just defending against. Do they trust you enough in the same way that your last group of teammates do? And which kind of breakout players we see for this upcoming game, whether they'll be similar, or if we have some new surprises in store.
Yep, and I look forward to game two. Once again, I've been Ryan Eastman. Thank you, Christopher Whalen, for joining me once again.
My pleasure.
And we will be back within about 20 minutes, everyone. Talk to you soon.
Take care.